Hello, beloved. I thank you so much for your time and I thank you for joining me on the Prophetic Vessel Show. This will be your message from God, Ra, Allah, Source, the Divine. I'm grateful for your time. To those whom are keen or interested in becoming members of my Patreon, on my Patreon, I do offer weekly sign readings for $10 per month based on love as well as ancestral lineage readings. I also offer on my Patreon personal readings. For $50 per month, you get a personal reading from me every month based on love, spiritual path, career, and finances, as well as ancestral messages. I also now offer one-on-one sessions slash life coach sessions. Those will be once off and not monthly. You can only book me for those directly via my email, which will be listed in my description box below, as well as the link to my Patreon if you'd rather join my Patreon instead. You can also join my Patreon by typing what is on the screen via Google, search it, and it'll lead you to my Patreon website. Without further ado, let us tap in and find out why were you spiritually led here? What is here for you, beloved? Why did you resonate with the title? And why did your own YouTube algorithm present you with this message? Let us tap in and talk to God, okay? Someone is panicking. Like someone is panicking every day. Someone casted a spell. But it's not the only spell they've casted upon you to form as a weapon against you. But this one specific spell that someone did is haunting them because it's the one that's going to take them out. It's a death spell. Someone cast a death spell over you. They're panicking every day about a death spell. Yeah, someone's panicking about a death spell. They feel like they're under judgment because they know it's the energy they sent out, and they see you alive and well and healthy, worried, panicking that means it's coming back to them, that death energy. That's why they're panicking. They're panicking because of that death energy, that death magic. This person is someone that thought that they could steal your destiny from you. They felt so assured and guaranteed in this victory, this win, that they anticipated it. This is someone who was photoshopping pictures of themselves in positions of power after getting your destiny. So let's say you do something in your world, your life, and reality. An analogy, a reference point, a case study. You do something in your world, your life, and reality. This is definitely someone who, let's take for instance, there's an interest that you have in something, or a passion, an ambition, a goal. This person will put themselves in that same situation. They'll photoshop it, pictures of themselves. They say, you dream to have this and this going for yourself, or this is your wish. And whatever they've studied and stalked and observed about you, they'll put themselves in situations like that. Also in their head, envisioning and fantasizing a lot. Someone is a daydreamer and a night dreamer. Every single day, every single night. Ace of Swords reversed. Yeah, someone has a distorted perception of reality. Like someone's perception of what life is wrong. It's like someone has lost their ways. Someone has lost themselves. We have the Ten of Wands reversed. The desperation of this person to have another person's life, the capabilities of what they were willing to do are very alarming. This is someone who, the things they were willing to do in order to have your life, beloved, you'd be alarmed as well. With the Sun, someone was desperate to be exactly like you. So if you dress like this before, if you had this going on, if you were like this, you would go there, you would say this, speak like this. This person was utterly fixated and fascinated and obsessed with being exactly the person you were. This person, time caught up to them because now they're stuck in that timeline of who you once were. They didn't anticipate your evolution. Someone never thought you changed, simply put. That's what I'm saying. Someone's perception of life is completely distorted and wrong. They don't think that people should change. They don't think that anything should be, off change. They want people and things to remain the same. That's why they're under judgment, because they always want to force things to be what they're not. Who are they to dictate another person's life and how it should be? They wanted to put themselves in your seats, in your throne, wearing your crown. Literally, someone wanted to wear your shoes, go where you go, and the people that are connected to you, they wanted them, to be their friends. They wanted your world. Someone is not satisfied with their world because they want yours. And no matter how bad a situation is getting, they're still choosing to want to be like another person, which is you. No matter how worse it becomes constantly, they still choose to be you, crave to be you, desire to be you. No matter when their craziness is leading them to their own hell, they don't care. They still keep pushing. Someone is desperate, to say the least, desperate to be something they're not. And every day they show that about themselves. No matter if they choose to ignore that about themselves, it's true. They're starting to be seen as a phony, a fake, a false person, an actor, actress, like someone's beginning to be exposed. And with the ten of Pentacles here, people are beginning to see that you are actually a privileged lady, a privileged man, a privileged lady, a privileged gentleman, okay? So people are starting to acknowledge that you're a queen, you're a king, and they're seeing that this person is desperate to be the same thing as you are. Even these people can see your glory. People can see your glory. This person, if a hater can see it, best believe everyone else can as well. And that's why this person is so desperate to dim your light and shut you up, because they know for sure that they're not the only ones that see you for who you are. They just don't want you to be seen as who you are because they want to be you. They want to have your glory, simply put here, beloved. Someone is desperate to be like another person. It's so sad, man. It's so sad when a woman or man doesn't address themselves when their life gets to a certain point. When it's no longer fun and games, when things become real, they don't want to acknowledge the truth of who they are. They keep choosing to do things to compromise other people. Because this person definitely knows you're a privileged lady, a privileged gentleman. They know that you're a king, you're a queen. They know that you are of glory, you're an official person. And people in the community see them as someone who wears a false mask. People in their world, their life and reality, they see them as fake, phony, an actress, an actor, someone that pretends. People know that they're pretending. Even when someone is trying to hide the fact that they bothered, but it shows like heavily, even in their face, it's written all over, like, man, you really, like, something is irking you inside. It's giving you the ick. Looking at you gives them the ick. It's like, damn, like, can this person just give it a rest? It's because you're stepping on necks. They want you to give it a rest because you're stepping on necks. This person is obsessed. They wish they were the ones doing this. What's creeping them out the most is that people know that they're obsessed. They're being creeped out by the fact that even people see their insanity. They're creeped out by themselves, simply put. This was not supposed to be here. Oh my God, someone is burdened by all the efforts they've made to stand in your way and steal your destiny. Look at that, 10 of Wands to the 7 of Pentacles. It's like, I did all this. I went here, dug this up. Like, let me bring it back. Let me bring it back here. Someone got so desperate, they started to form spiritual weapons against you to steal your destiny. They got so obsessed that they wanted your life. And they spent years trying to destiny swap. And the sorcerer that they were working with to get this done is also in trouble because the sorcerer knows that you're chosen. Their ancestors are losing power to do anything to anyone. Not even just you. This sorcerer can't harm anyone else. You were the last straw. You were the catalyst in the vessel to stop all the nonsense, all the BS. It's no longer going to be the same. It's no longer going to be what it used to be. And as you keep rising, the enemy is going to see that. This person is obsessed for a reason, though. You are definitely a high-ranking beast of a person. The spiritual consequences of this person's karma are very severe. This death magic has consequences. Someone is beginning to fall sick. There's things happening to someone's physical health. They're beginning to fall sick. This is due to the consequences of their actions, their words, their emotions, their thoughts when it comes to you and this situation. They're receiving some form of spiritual karma, one which they have to pay, because this death magic has to go where it has to go. But your ancestors don't want to make it easy for them. They're not going to just send physical death. They want someone to suffer the torment and torture that they wanted you to go through. So this person is going to go through a lot in life. It's not your decision. Your ancestors are backing this. They want this. They watched someone form these weapons. They were the ones with the power to protect you. But just because someone has the power doesn't mean it should be abused. Just because you can be protected, it doesn't mean your ancestors must constantly be in warfare. It's wrong. That's why this person is paying. Every weapon formed is blocked, but they're paying for even forming it because your ancestors had to put in the work for you to be protected. God gave them all they needed, all the power, the strength, the might. And now these people have fallen into the karma. I said this person, not these people. I meant to say this person. They've fallen into the karma of their own death spell. This person tried to recruit other people. That's what I'm getting from making that mistake of saying these people. It wasn't a mistake. This person has been trying to recruit people, and now their desperation to do that led them to be in that level of a hater where it's like every time they come around, people know that they're going to say something bad about you. And so people avoid this person because they see just a drama starter and a hater who's desperate for attention because her life is not the way she wants. His life is not the way they want. Okay, take it out how it applies for your reality, whether this is a woman or a man, a masculine or a feminine in your reality, your world, your life. But someone here is going through major karma because of what they thought they could do to another person. Destiny swapping, trying to cast death upon another person's life because you're desperate to be them. That's sickness. Someone needs to get checked out. They can't be amongst other people. Look at that, Ace of Cups. This person literally, when they wake up, they think of you. When they sleep, they think of you. When they eat, they think of you. Whenever they do anything, it's you in mind. They're under their own spells. Like I said in the message earlier, we've established in the energy that someone has done many of the spells. This is the darkest one that they've done, which is the death spell. That's why they fear it the most. They were so desperate to bring you down that they were like, I'm willing to go in the darkest of the darkest places to make sure that this happens. I'm willing to ensure that I stand in this person's way and they never succeed in life. And when they chose to do that and form those weapons, things started to backfire right then and there. You were always protected, beloved. Someone just didn't know. They were caught up in their own illusions. And that's why things are going to go the way they're going to go. Whether they choose to learn or not, life is going to push them to learn. All the universal karma that they owe is going to come weighing down on their ass. And they're not going to be able to do anything except learn their lessons and take the consequence as it comes. Because you don't try to steal from another person's life, having no clue how hard it is to be that person and how much healing is needed to be that person and how much that person has to go through. and you want to steal because of how it looks to your demons and your spirits that you want to please. Because this person has their own things that they want to do with your destiny, but it's your destiny. How dare they think they can interfere with God's creation? It's not even something you chose to have. That's how you know it's God. And that's how you know they satanic Luciferian spirited people in life. They too know that it's not of you, but they're trying to interfere with it nonetheless. They're trying to control something that is bigger than them. And with the Emperor reversed, that's why this person's spiritual consequences are going to be as severe as they are. You know, physical health is something that we take for granted. Physical health is literally something we take for granted. We don't show gratitude to being healthy. We don't show gratitude to God, gratitude to the earth that we are alive and healthy. But when we are sick, that's when we realize the importance of health. This person is going to be sick. Imagine body parts swelling up and having no cure for the pain, no remedy, because it's a spiritual ache. Whether it's in the throat, in the back, in the thigh, in the foot, in the forehead, in the eye, in the head. Someone's going to go through a lot. And that's why they're panicking. Because this death spell, when it returns, it's not going to be immediate. This person will eventually lose their life, unfortunately, because of their own consequences based on actions and choices and decisions they've made. But it's not going to happen immediately, because the same energy that they sent your way, all the other spells, not just the death spell, simply put, it's like a slow burn. Someone wanted you to slowly die off. First, it must be your mental health that dies, your emotional stability that dies, then your physical health, then your spiritual health, then your actual death. So that's exactly what they're going to go through in their life. That death energy is haunting them down every single day. So if they're dealing with the panic right now, they should learn to cope with it better, because it will forever be there. Who sent death out? Who sent death out? What are you expecting when you speak death? It will show up and it will snatch because you called upon it. It just won't come to the person you sent it to, because it's not their time. But since you think you want to call death, death will take you. This person is going to literally wither away. All of a sudden, it's going to be one of those people that life really beats them up and they can't get back up because of their decisions and choices. You keep making good decisions and choices, beloved. Let this be a lesson to you that you need to stay in your body, stay in your mind, stay in your heart. Don't look at other people's things and want to attach yourselves to them. Do you? If someone wants to have a specific it's like you don't know what other people are dealing with in their reality. It can look a certain way, but it's a created illusion, one which you fall into willingly if you refuse to see it for what it is. You were okay with being who you are, hence you never envied another person's life or were jealous or hateful. You spread love, you showed love, and you are of light. And this person is not. Imagine sending death to another person, watching them die, wanting them to slowly wither away and turn into nothing. They were planning to laugh at you and have such a droll, a merry little time. But hey, as death knocks at their door, we'll see who's laughing then, because the only laughing stock will be themselves. Someone should have just went within and healed, man. Someone should have addressed the fact that they're jealous of you because they wish they can be you. And they should have fixed that root cause of why that is, instead of allowing their insecurities to drive them insane. How can you be so jealous of another person, envious, that this person would literally eat your skin if they could. If you could just strip your skin off your body, they'd jump right in. We have the Page of Cups reversed. Very delusional energy, very imaginative, very daydreamy, night dreamy, always. Yeah, never growing up, never learning. Like I said, someone hates change because they are comfortable with something being the same. But when people don't want that, it's a problem. This person, that's why they're going to stay behind, because they worried about the wrong things. If you don't want to change, it's not going to make another person not want to change. It's your life that you are limiting to that timeline of your past because you don't want to embrace the present. This person has no future because they're stuck in a past timeline. They're stuck in a time in their life when they were doing all of this because their energy is buried. Gift. And with the Four of Pentacles, it's because they chose to be a thief, trying to attack a privileged lady, a privileged gentleman, an official person, a king, a queen, a main female, a main man, male. This person has strong obsession, dark desire, on a constant pursuit of having your life because they were anticipating being you. Remember, I told you that this person would be the type of person to Photoshop themselves using your pictures. Let's say you took a picture in a specific area or location or specific style or clothes. They put their face and envision themselves being as you. They were the type to watch those videos of people that were like, oh, if you want to jump out of your body and astral project into another person's body, lay in your bed and chant that person's name, chant it and call their name, and then go to them and envision being inside of their body. Someone is that obsessed. It's actually crazy and it's sad. It's deeply, deeply, deeply sad. They should really look at what's going on within themselves. Yeah, they should love themselves. It's okay. It's okay to have love for yourself. Instead of choosing to be a hateful person, love. Because if they had loved you, they would have noticed that they just inspired and it's masked because they're unhealed. They can't transmute that energy of inspiration. They thinking it's a threat and it's competition when it's nothing like that. It's all in their head. This was the Prophetic Vessel Show. I thank you so much for your time and I thank you for joining me. This was your message from God, Ra, Allah, Source, the Divine. I'm grateful for your time. If you're keen or interested in becoming a member of my Patreon, on my Patreon, I do offer weekly sign readings for $10 per month based on love as well as ancestral lineage readings. I also offer on my Patreon personal readings. For $50 per month, you get a personal reading from me every month based on love, spiritual path, career, and finances, as well as ancestral messages. I also now offer one-on-one sessions / life coach sessions, which will be once off and not monthly. You can only book me for those directly via my email, which will be listed in my description box below, as well as the link to my Patreon if you'd rather join my Patreon instead. You can also join my Patreon by typing what is on the screen via Google, search it, and it'll lead you to my Patreon website. I thank you all for everything, and I will see you all soon. Goodbye.